All right, the employee of the month, right there, Mary Beth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go Bucks, let's go Bucks. Jim Payne, what's her last name?
Mary Beth Eastman.
Mary Beth Eastman. Eastman?
Yes.
As in Kodak? If you have any stock, I'll take some. Anyway, look, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the Pirates. And in this place that is the Beaver County Times for many years, and still from time to time, like Elvis, he'll make a rare appearance. John Pratte, the greatest baseball writer the world has ever known, and my friend has done some amazing work. Long before laptops, he was banging it out on a typewriter, and he's still doing it today for just about every baseball publication in the world. He's been on the air with me many times. And when you want to know what's happening with the Pirates, if he's got a byline, that's the guy you want to read. But Jimmy Payne, who works here, has been here, is a huge Pirates fan, and being that the Buccos are headed Wednesday, spring training, I wanted to take a little time and talk Pirate baseball. I talked to Jeff Hathorn, who's the sports director at News Radio 1020 KDK at 93.7 The Fan. Neil Walker, I'm going to miss. But still, I can't understand why they got rid of Pedro Alvarez, and he explained he just wasn't driving the ball into the drink, meaning the river, enough times. But do you think he would have finally got it? And here's what Jeff said to me, Jimmy, as far as the argument. Has anybody picked him up? Absolutely not. So what happened to Pedro Alvarez?
He got the yips.
Just like Johnny Miller in golf.
It was the fielding that did him in. He still hit 30 home runs. But if you're making that many errors and giving up those runs.
I know. Now, Polanco, this is my theory, okay, for what it's worth. Never would I tell another great newspaper family, the Nuttings, what to do. But Polanco, I think, should play first base.
Oh boy, I haven't heard that one.
I always come up with one or two. I mean, think about it.
Last year's Neil Walker should have been playing
No,
first base.
Neil Walker's going to stay with the Mets, even though he signed a one-year deal. They're going to love him. He'll be there for 10 years, trust me. But what about Gregory Polanco at first? I think they could plug they'll find somebody to put in right field.
He's too good an outfielder.
You think?
Yeah, he's got that arm.
Willie Stargell was a great outfielder when he was young too, though, and he ended up at first.
Well, his knees did him in.
But doesn't Polanco remind you of a young Darryl Strawberry, who can just crank that ball, especially he bats from the left side of the plate, short porch, right field, in the river?
You're gonna have to
Raise the
take time
Jolly
to figure
Roger.
this one. I hadn't heard that theory before.
But if you think about it, it'll either sink in or you'll think I'm nuts, but you're not the first. Now, I want to talk about Garrett Cole. They have to do whatever they have to do to keep him long term. You agree? And I know because they didn't give Neil the money, they didn't open the vault, only kept getting the one-year deals, but there's got to be a player that the Nuttings say, look, because McCutcheon's coming around again, you're going to have Starling Marte, all these guys, but Garrett Cole is like that big ship in the ocean. He's the anchor.
You need that ace?
So are you happy with what you see going into this year? Or do you wish it would have been a little different in the offseason?
I don't know. They always seem to do something with that pitching staff, so maybe we shouldn't worry about the pitchers. And did I just hear on the radio today that Pirates are ranked going into spring training? They have the 6th best offense in the majors.
Can I tell you something? Don't you just love the smell of print in the morning? I do. I love the newspaper business. But listen, but I'm going to let you stop there because I think I've worked you enough tonight. But this is the Beaver County Times, the sports section. This is from yesterday. They won't give me today's copy. I got to buy it. But I do love this paper, folks. So when you get a chance, either go online or better yet, a little old school, pick it up wherever it's sold. And you could even take it off of my porch if you really don't read it that bad. But the reason I brought it up, and I'm going to go with this, Mike Byers, he's covered Pitt, the Steelers, great Hopewell kid, played on the same football team with Tony Dorsett. And if you don't believe me, just ask him. I'm sure he'll be willing to talk about it.
OJ.
Hey, absolutely. But he has a great article in today's paper about the WPIL playoffs. And it's all good basketball stuff, everything that you need to know about Lincoln Park making another big push, and also the Blackhawk girls who have won 2 straight in AAA. So please, pick it up if you haven't already. I think I've done about enough damage. But how do you feel for the Pirates this year? You think they're going to finish maybe and actually get to the fall, the big classic thing they call the World Series?
I'd love to see it, but they're still a wild card team.
Really? Just say
look
it.
Look what the Cubs have done in the offseason.
Well, Madden's the reason. He is. He's a great coach. Turned him around like that. But we got to do
And
it.
they have the money to spend, and they're spending.
And we have a good one in Clint Hurdle. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You can look at
Thanks
me
for
and
having me.
shake my guys are like, this guy's nuts. Newsroom will never be the same. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Have a great night.